It is going to be the first meeting in slightly more than 2.5 months, and when it does take place, the setting will be considerably different. For starters, Higher Education Minister William Ruto and Prime Minister Raila Odinga will face off with full knowledge that they are now declared enemies working at cross purposes. It will also be a meeting that is conducted on the Prime Minister's terms, as his action to move Ruto to the Higher Education Ministry is seen as a demotion, and perhaps it may compensate for the failed suspension bid by Raila that caused tension in government. However, the Higher Education Minister today intimated that he was unlikely to change his views and unbended by the recent demotion, which he called a promotion to the Higher Education Ministry.
For a very long time, leadership was about scapegoating and finger-pointing and dodging responsibility and postponing problems and being generally yes people.
Ruto speaking a few days after the transfer during his first formal occasion as Higher Education Minister. The minister seemingly ungiving in the face of a barrage that now appears to have roped in his colleagues in a battle that appears to be targeted at reducing his influence in Rift Valley.
I think it's time our nation sought and found leaders who have the courage sometimes to say no. Leaders who are patient enough to look for the solutions, to give the alternative view.
Over the weekend, 3 ministers drawn from the Kalenjin community, Ruto's support base, shifted the Yes campaign a gear higher and criticized the Higher Education Minister for his opposition to the draft.
We have to have the interest of the people and the interest of the nation at heart, not our personal interest to serve our ambitions to lead the country. By all means, have the ambition to lead the country, but do not mislead people into thinking you are their savior when you know and we know you are telling lies.
The cabinet meeting tomorrow is likely to focus on issues such as the constitution review process that has drawn opposition from unlikely quarters, the church.